Hey everyone, I'm your host Neko T, and welcome to Movie versus Movie. Joined with my co-host Matt. Say hi, Matt.
What's up, everyone?
So today, movie versus movie is basically where me and Matt will both break down one of our favorite movies. I'll pick one and he'll pick one, and we'll decide which movie is better. So Matt, what movie do you have for us today?
I have got you guys John Wick.
Awesome choice, awesome choice. I personally have picked Knives Out, directed by Rian Johnson. So Matt, let's get straight into it. So Matt, why do you like this movie, and what's your personal rating for it?
Well, I like John Wick because it's very suspenseful, and not only that, it's really actional. And I rate it a 10 out of 10 with a Rotten Tomato score of 86%.
It's not a bad score, not a bad score at all. The reason why I like Knives Out is I just think for me personally, it was just something I've never seen before, and I didn't know what to expect going into it. And I was just like, whoa, this is insane. Because I've never seen a murder mystery. And of course, it's got an amazing cast, which already drew me in. So my personal rating was a 10 out of 10 as well. And the Rotten Tomato score for Knives Out is 97%. So with that out of the way, let's get into our next topic, which has an overall better story. So starting with Knives Out, basically, without giving anything away, if you haven't seen it, Knives Out is basically like a modern day murder mystery where it focuses on a writer who's like extremely popular, has made millions of dollars, is extremely rich, and on his birthday, he randomly is found dead by his mate or whatever, and then we have a detective coming in to go find out what happened and who did it, and the detective suspects it was one of the family members that killed him. So I just think it was a kind of crazy story, just like the turn of murder mystery into who done it from the family's point of view. So that was a really interesting thing, and I like that a lot. So Matt, what about your story?
Nico, that did really sound really crazy. So about my story of John Wick, it's a person named John Wick, obviously, who had a wife, and they were out one night, and this person decided to kill his wife from a distance. And John Wick has been for months now very revengeful to finding these people so he can have revenge on them for killing his wife. Not only that, his wife gave him a gift. The gift was a puppy. They killed the dog. John Wick has been mad ever since. He's been wanting to kill the people. And I'm not going to spoil anything else. That's all I got.
Yeah, I just watched John Wick for the first time last week, and it was wow, amazing. But I personally think Knives Out slightly has an edge and a better story, in my opinion, which gets into our next topic, which movie is more suspenseful. So if Knives Out, I think it's a crazy suspenseful movie because throughout the movie, you don't find out who the killer is till the very, very, very end of it. So for the entire movie, you're just trying to examine everything. Oh, is it him? And right when you think you know who it is, the movie does a whole spin move, and now you think it's someone else. You're just jumping forth between so many people, and it's driving you insane. Like you want to know who the killer is. So I just think that's just insanely suspenseful for me, and just a fun, awesome watch. Which is why I think not John Wick. Why I think Knives Out is more suspenseful. But let's hear what you have to say about John Wick.
John Wick has a great story. The characters development, John Wick, and the people that are hunting down John Wick, aka the bounty hunters of this story, are hunting down the protagonist. It's just insanely wild and everything. Just going on the story with John Wick in the first movie is just absolutely mind blowing. And like some parts, it gets mind boggling, but you overcome those parts. And I just like John Wick. Really, it's just really suspenseful and actional.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It is a crazy, crazy movie. But in the end, there has to be a winner. So I have personally come to the conclusion that I believe Knives Out is better because it's more suspenseful. It just has a crazy overall story, and it also has better reviews. So I think John Wick is not John Wick. I think Knives Out is personally better because it's just something so different that the world's never seen before. And I really personally think it's better. Matt, what do you have to say about that?
I would say the same thing about John Wick. Not everyone's seen the movie, and it's very suspenseful too. And people are hunting down Wick, obviously, and it's kind of like Knives Out, but not really, because Knives Out is obviously a murder mystery. And I would say with the tomato score, I'm gonna have to go off the percentage. I personally like John Wick, but I would have to give it to Knives Out.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. I'm going to crown it to Knives Out. Knives Out is officially the better movie. So if you guys haven't seen Knives Out or John Wick, I recommend you watch them both because they're both amazing, amazing films.
Well, it looks like we are out of time tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys had a blast, and we'll see you all next time. Adios.
Adios.